So we're dealing with things that are either growing or decaying, or getting smaller, growing or getting smaller. So A is the initial amount, I can't believe today, initial amount, your starting amount. And then R is the rate at which it's growing or decaying, or you could say the percent of growth.
Sounds a lot like from personal finance.
Yes, it is the same.
A is like you say the principal.
Principal, yeah, because we're gonna look at compound interest in a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
huh?
There's $5 on the phone.
It might be my son because you just, or
Jake,
it could be
it's
someone
mine.
else. I don't know. Also, because
Jake,
they leave all their stuff there.
Sure.
Is it David?
No, it's fine.
It's yours?
Yeah.
What,
I promise.
okay, here you go.
This is my side. You already have to. I drink water for a day. That's how I got to
Ah,
it. A whole
good
day.
job.
No way somebody would put a powder gun on. I got paid money for drinking water.
Bro, that thing was busting, not gonna lie.
Honestly, that'd be the best job.
That
Just
powder
dropping
donut
best
was-
mattresses. I want to do
For
a
a better
job. Yeah, you go to
There's
sleep.
a, no,
you
there's
get
a
paid.
job you can get paid. All you do is watch videos. No, don't. No, I'm kidding. What? You get money. You don't get a lot of money,
Oh,
but you get
you
money.
still get money.
Comes out right.
Money is
You do just 3 hours on that bad boy, you might get $5 at the end of the day.
It's good.
Go, go, go.
That's all I do.
For chapel.
Someone should start paying me.
Alright.
Percent of growth and percent of decay.
Oh, we're actually writing something now.
What do we need it for, Dave?
I'm speaking and my mommy wants to see it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Aww.
I told her, yeah. She can see
You're
it.
live streaming?
No, I'm just gonna record it.
Oh.
Oh, if we listen to it, I'm gonna fire. Oh,
Or come rest on. Annabelle singing.
Oh yeah, she's doing something. I don't know what she's doing. Is
I
she-
love when she sings come rest on.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, I'm missing out on Chapel Flea.
I like when she does one.
Yeah, come on.
The chocolate sauce really good.
We should do that for the board. I love when she sings.
Hey, how long are y'all song gonna be? Like,
What?
how long are y'all singing for?
Okay, A is your starting amount, R is the percent, or you can say the rate, that's
15
enough,
minutes.
that's why it's
Like
R,
the normal
David,
song.
yeah.
Like 15 minutes.
Percent increase or decrease, and you must put it in decimal form before you put it into the equation. So if you have 25%, what's that as a decimal?
42.
Yeah, 0.25. If you have 6% as
.06.
good,
Oh,
point 06.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Buddy.
What if you have, don't let this fool you, 1.5%?
15.
0.05.
Point good. Point
Yeah, boy.
015. So the way you get a percent to a decimal is you just take the decimal and move it 2 places to the left. So if you have this right here and you move it 2 places to the left, you have to put a 0 in there. Same with this one. Even this is already a decimal, but you gotta change it again. So R is the rate in decimal form. A is the initial amount. T is your variable. T is the one that changes. T is the time in years. So you can plug in different amounts of time and get whatever the amount is.
Is it always gonna be years?
Huh?
Is it always gonna be years?
Months.
T will always be years, yes.
You can have it.
This is fun, this is like real stuff.
Yeah, it is like real stuff.
I studied.
Don't be fooled.
I still don't.
Don't like this, still don't like this. Alright, and then Y is like the total of the total amount, okay? Let's see. Okay, let's do a problem. Fun time.
Math is super good,
Oh, how about news for you?
We got another
Brownies.
piece of paper.
I'm gonna.
Brownie,
I'm
why'd
gonna-
you use A instead of I?
Oh, I have to
Why'd you use A
get
instead of I?
control, but you're gonna come in.
Do you mean P?
No, your initial.
I don't know why. They use A.
A for amount.
Because usually in like any accounting or anything, you're doing it with I. It's I.
I thought it was P for principal.
Principal is also, but that's for a different one.
But this is not for just account, that's probably wise, because this is not just for money, it's for all, it's for a lot of things.
I think, yeah.
It's for, like I said, it could be population, it could be,
I have a friend that used to do that in church.
this is just the general formula.
You're right, it is P. It is.
Okay.
But still, why'd they use A?
I know. But that, like I said, it's because it's not always talking about money. When we get to compound interest, it'll change to P.
I've done this before.
Okay.
Fill that in the calculator so easy.
Oh, thanks.
I'm kidding.
Alright,
Everybody wants some more food.
the value of a car
Should be
is
easy.
thousands of dollars, okay? It can be approximated by the model. Y equals 25 times 0.85 raised to the t power, where t is the number of years since the car was new. Okay. Tell whether the model represents exponential growth or exponential decay. That's the first thing, and that's really easy to tell. And you're gonna look right here, just like before with the B. If this is greater than 1, so it'd be 1 plus r, right? If this is greater than 1, then it's growth. If this is less than 1, then it's decay.
So that's decay.
So this is decay, yes. So this one would be decay. Ew, this marker sucks. Why is my trash can back there?
Jeez.
To keep the peanut butter away from the.
Oh, the peanut butter.
I don't know.
Same for chutney. Do you have stage fright? 100%. You can just turn around.
Don't you think Anna should be on the chapel team
Yes,
next
so
year?
Anna needs to get on chapel.
I want Anna to be on the
Immediately.
chapel.
Anna and Kinley.
You can
No.
play
So be behind and supposed to
I can do the drums.
Drums.
Oh,
They
yeah.
always need people to play instruments. It's like Annabelle and Levi are the only people that can play the drums.
I think
Or
I'll
like,
play
you know,
piano
that-
next year
what are
for
those
chapel.
things where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can get a tambourine.
yeah,
So
same
have
thing.
fun.
I can do a gong and a What's the triangle one that you're like?
It's literally called a triangle.
Triangle. I got you.
Alright, so this is a decay function because the value of a car, the moment you buy a car and drive off a lot in it, it decreases in value. You buy a home, it increases in value. But a car, you buy that sucker, so if you buy a brand new car, the second you leave that lot, it goes down in value.
Starts crying when
Yeah.
you leave the lot.
Alright, and this says the value of the car in thousands of dollars. So this 25, this represents the starting amount. That doesn't mean $25. It was $25,000. So that's why it says Y in thousands of dollars. Okay? So the initial amount was 25,000, and then we're gonna identify the annual percent increase or decrease in the value of the car. Okay, so if it's decay, is it increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Okay, it's decreased, and we need to figure out how much it decreased. So the decrease model looks like this, 1 minus r to the t. Alright, so this right here is your 1 minus r. Okay, so if 1 minus r equals 0.85, what must r be?
1.85.
No,
1.8.
Wait.
that would be r minus 1.
Oh. So negative 1.85.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you could, I really feel like you should be able to do this in your head, but you can't just solve this little baby equation.
Oh,
That's the best.
Huh?
Point
Who said that?
Me.
Thank you, Jack, for telling these people how it's done.
You stayed done this before, it's not fair.
Jack Carter's
I'm not sure, he
smarter
may
than
not have
he
been
looks.
here to stay. Point 15.
How'd you get that?
How?
Oh.
Go.
You dropped the R to the other side?
Wait a minute, wait a
So
minute.
think about
wait a
it,
minute,
1
wait.
minus
Wait, wait,
100%
just-
minus 85%.
Oh.
But 1 minus r, okay, you can just use your problem solving, it's just a tiny piece of tape stuck to me, and it's like I can't get it off.
So then we gotta find the.
Then you either add r and then subtract 1 or do it the other way. So minus 1, negative r equals negative 0.15, and then positive r would equal 0.15.
Thank you.
That was quick.
Stop.
You know.
Get off.
Oh, I have
There.
1%.
Okay. So what is this as a percent?
No idea.
15%.
15%. Good. Because you just moved the decimal. Boom, boom. 15%. All right. So this would be a 15% decrease. And then estimate when the value of the car will be $8,000.
Can you just
What'd you do with the 25?
Hmm?
What'd you do with the 25?
What,
In the
25?
beginning of the bubble.
Oh, I haven't plugged it in. We're gonna use that in just a second.
Is 8,000 going for A?
No,
It doesn't
8,000
for
is
Y.
not the starting amount.
It's
Yeah.
the Y.
It's the Y. Yeah, it's what you would be left with. So 8 that, and we're in thousands. So don't be fooled. I did this wrong yesterday. I was like, ooh, I did that wrong. So it's in thousands. So we would just write 8.
Oh.
Okay. So 8 equals 25 times 0.85 raised to the T. Now,
What's T?
when that's what we have to figure out, because it says when will, so in at how, after how many years
Wait,
will
why
this
are we not using the 25?
this equals 1 minus 0.15. This is the form, this is
Why did we find all? Oh,
because
it's the formula.
it just asked us to find out what the percent. So every year it decreases by 15% the value of the car. All right, once we learn how to do logarithms, you can actually learn how to solve this exactly, but it's saying just to estimate. So there's a couple ways you can do this. You can graph this equation and look on the graph, it'll be like this. Look on the graph, where does y equal 8 on the graph, and then what is the x value? So what's x when y equals 8? And you can look at that graph.
Where are we getting 8 from for that?
Right here. It said, when will the value of the car be 8,000? So we plugged in 8 for y.
Oh.
And because it's in thousands, that's why. And now we have to figure out t. The other way to do this is just kind of a guess and check for right now. Eventually we won't do this. But you can just plug in different numbers for t until you get 8,000. So you can plug it into your just plug this into your calculator. Pick a number for t. What do y'all want to guess?
5.
3.
5. Okay,
I
so
have a
plug
question.
that into your calculator. Tell me
Why
what
don't you solve it why don't you multiply the 25 by the 0.85?
because you have to do exponents first. And you can't multiply it because you have to do that exponent first. But we don't know what that exponent is, so we can't do it. So did somebody plug in 5? Tell me what we get. Okay,
Oh, so it's
11.0.
more.
Okay, so that's not low enough. It's not 8 yet. Let's jump up to like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. 7 years?
Yeah, that's 8. 7 is 8.
7 years. Okay. So if you do 25, and what'd you get exactly?
8.014.
8.014. That's pretty close to 8 years. So it said estimate. So that I would say in about 7 years is when the car will be.
So it's really like 6 point something years.
Huh?
It's like really like 6 point something years.
Yeah, maybe 6.99 or.
Ooh, I'll try that.
No.
And again, if you like doing the graph and tracing along the graph or looking at, you can do that too. Sometimes the graph though, if it's really a large graph, like the window's all wonky and then you have to change your window and then this could kind of be faster. And do you know how to copy paste your equation?
Mhm.
Like I would just scroll up to this equation, hit enter, and it'll copy it, and then you can just
More.
go over and change that number instead of having to retype the whole thing every time in your calculator. Okay, good. Next one.
It's gonna bite me.
I feel like we're doing good with this.
This is like actually applicable to my life.
Yeah, it's kind of
Don't taste fine.
not fun, but
It's math.
It's better.
it makes more sense in a way because it's
What's this population density? What is this?
population density. Is that a thing?
We learned it in math, right? Or population something.
I was like,
That
dens-
was
density. How
geometry.
dense is the population?
That was 4.
That probably is a thing. I thought we just
Yes, we learned it in geometry.
it was horrible.
I would go back to geometry.
Wow, that's really hurtful.
It's material.
That bad.
You gotta do proofs in geometry. Ain't no.
I love proofs. Proofs are so good.
She said, ain't no way.
I was like, prove what says.
Also, Miss
prove that
Deerke's
it's-
homeworks were so bad.
Well, that's right. Y'all had Mrs. Deerski for geometry. Okay, I'm not as offended.
I had Mr. Wood.
Like, do 1 through 50 odd. Like,
At least they were odd.
All you have to do is
I'm
try
just
though.
saying.
She just give participation grades.
Yes.
As long as you give
That's
an
so
answer.
false.
Yes, she did.
That's so
Literally
false.
almost everything that we did, she was like, "Did you do it? Yep. Okay."
She was like, you were wrong. That was in the beginning. That was in the beginning.
Yep, okay.
Yeah.
And she checked her
Then she started doing
too.
great.
Oh, the journal check.
Okay, that was awful. That was bad.
All you
Yeah,
gotta do
'cause
is
you don't
do
think
it.
no.
Exactly.
Okay, this one is population. So in 2000, the world population was about 6.09 billion. So again, we're in billions, right? We'll use this for our starting amount, but it's obviously in billions, and so our answer would be in billions also. During the next 13 years, the world population increased by 1.8% each year. I'm just letting you know this information is irrelevant. Okay, so all we need to write, we're going to write an exponential growth model giving the population y, again in billions, t years after 2000. Okay, so when you're writing the growth model, all you have to fill in is a and r. T stays the variable, that's the thing you can plug in for. So just a and r. All right, so y equals, what is our a? What's our initial amount?
6.09 billion.
Yay, it's so good to have you back, Emma.
Yay.
6.09 is the initial amount.
Yeah. I just like my ghost for 3 days.
Growth is 1 plus r. Okay, so 1 plus, what's r?
1.18.
Okay, yeah, and that is in percent form, so what would this be as a decimal?
0.018.
Good. Oh wait, 118. I always put 118. There we go. So, because what you do is you would move this decimal, boom, boom, to the left, 2 spots. Alright, so 1 plus 0. I'm trying to get better. I used to never write this 0, and would Mrs. Dierschke like murder you for not writing that 0?
No.
That first 0? Like if you just wrote this,
Oh, yeah, she wants to.
Significant figure.
yeah, like I think I'm trying to do better.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
in science it matters or something.
In science, it does matter. 'Cause she always takes off my pretty.
Yeah,
So,
like 3 points for missing 1 sig fig.
I know, look at my. I'll get the right answer, but it's like, no, no.
Yeah.
Forgot to put your other 0.
Alright, and so to finish our model, we should just simplify this, just combine that together. So we'll just y equals 6.09 billion times 1.0111.
Where are you getting that? Oh, bless you.
She just added
I
number
just
one.
added these 2 numbers.
I'm sorry, I thought you were doing something.
Ew, I don't like my ones like that when I write it. I always write this one like that because I don't want it to look like an L or something.
Your equal sign looks like a smiley face if you look sideways.
different versions of ones.
I know. Ew, I don't.
That's a bear.
Alright. Now we're going to estimate the world population in 2005. So, I don't think we have to estimate it. Can't we just plug? I guess it is the whole thing. So, in 2005, are we plugging in for T or Y? T, because it's time. And so, how many years after 2000 is that? 5. So, we plug in a 5 for T. So, Y equals 6.09 times 1.0118 to the T, or to the 5th power.
6.457.
6 point what?
457.
0.457 billion. Oh my gosh.
That's about half. So it could be another 10.
It's like 500 million people in 5 years.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot of people.
We're gonna like outgrow the earth.
It should be 10 years, maybe.
Oh, you wanna,
No,
okay,
abortion.
good, yeah, okay, so let's see, so if we're gonna guess, how long is it gonna take us to get to 7 billion?
10 years.
We can plug in a 7 for the Y. But it grows faster and faster and at a faster rate, so it might get there soon, you know what I mean? It doesn't grow at a constant
12.
rate.
Maybe get
12.
Yeah, let's try 8.
What are you doing, bro?
Higher.
Yay.
Round.
I'm trying to use my calculator. 8, it's higher than 8.
Ow!
Oh, maybe she was right with 10.
Do 10.
12.
Higher.
Wait,
It's 12?
It's
Not quite.
11?
It's, yeah,
It's like between 11 and 12.
between 11 and 12.
11 points.
I'll give you that hint.
11.5.
No, you found the exact.
11?
No, I know, yeah, I know.
That's between 11 and 12.
You're testing me at something I
the
know.
answer says 12.
It's, yeah, it's, hold on.
Okay.
12's the closest. and, like, whole number.
11.871.
What?
What
So-
else do you want?
Pretty, very close to 12.
About 12 years is how long it takes.
This
So
is
10 would be 12.
Yeah.
11.8.
Those little, you know, those little squiggly lines mean
What's
about approximately.
We
put that
It doesn't
Should be
make
the
sense.
closest,
Huh?
though.
Yeah.
You really need to get,
Oh,
it's not like
okay.
exact.
It's pretty close, yeah.
Try 11.871.
Ms. Brown, I
Is
don't
that
like
over or
this.
under?
Okay, so we did one,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go Dallas Stars. I
Yeah.
love the Stars.
Actually, go
Decay.
Cowboys.
alright, I have to do one more example. So we've done a decay, we've done a decay, we've done a growth, and now we're gonna look at
we smoked them.
compound.
the A to a price.
Okay.
Yucky.
Yucky. But
That's
it's
not how I
funny.
do it, but you
I like
it works.
money.
Yeah.
Closer.
These people.
Who's the captain? Gun? Ben.
We even know for.
Love Ben. And
Oh yeah.
Sagan?
Yes. You may. Hey, everyone, listen up. You may have a note card for your quiz tomorrow if you want to. Because then you want your formulas and things on there. So remember, it's 6.6. So that was the inverse functions.
Yeah.
So just know how to do an inverse. Okay.
Is that just the f minus 1 of x?
Oh wait, we didn't grade that homework yet.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
We did? Oh yeah, we did. Okay,
Oh, we
that was the
did.
other. I was thinking that's the other.
Question.
class. Just making sure y'all know what.
Is that the f of minus 1 of x? That's just the inverse
Yes.
thing?
Yes.
That's not the whole where you, is that the whole put
You
stuff?
can make one.
I won't make you plug in a number.
Ooh,
Probably.
dear.
It'll probably just be like find the inverse of
Do you
these.
think there's a quiz for me?
And then 7.1 is this
Can we have
that?
a quiz review?
It's 7.1 this,
It's
right?
that bad.
You have homework tonight. Yeah. But
We have a chemistry test
Nothing.
tomorrow.
Wait, Ms. Brown, we have a chemistry test.
Are you serious?
We have a chemistry test
That stings.
and a quiz here.
that's okay. You're allowed to have that many.
Wait, I have a question. Is this 7.1 right now?
That doesn't mean it's okay.
Is it 7.1?
What the heck?
Yeah.
NT?
What we're doing is gonna be on the test one?
A little bit of it.
Ah. I hate this bro.
Just a little bit of it. If you do the homework, you should.
I'm not good at work on those just fine.
But also remember what we did yesterday was just graphing. Just graphing an exponential function. That'll be on there. That's not hard. Okay. This is the compound interest. Sorry, I cut the top off. This is
You know, when you your back is so sore.
A equals the initial amount.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh wait, no.
Okay.
This big A is not. That's the total.
Like sit straight where you can like lean all the way
The
forward.
P is still.
And
This is
just
the
lean
initial
forward
amount.
and
They
see how it
lied.
feels.
So this is called.
Stop changing the letters.
I know it's dumb.
Just
So,
lean, just lean forward.
That P,
Now
the
bring
word
your
for that is called principal. If you're talking about your account and your money, it's the same thing as the initial amount. How much started in your account, or how much your loan
Use my
started.
amortization calculator.
No way.
Hey, we have to
do
do
it.
I didn't come this morning and
R-
I not miss.
R is still your rate, your
100.
percentage. I'm sorry, as a decimal, your percent. N, this is the only different one. N is the
Get away.
number. Oh, here we go.
Yo.
How many times it's compounded
No
per year?
way. That's great. We're learning something new.
Weird looking exponent. So I think it's probably still the exact split. It's just so many decimals.
Do you want and just an open notes quiz tomorrow?
Absolutely. I'm taking notes for once. Let's go.
I don't wanna.
We can do open notes. All right. So
Open phone.
this no, I don't know. N represents the number of times the
What's the
interest
dot
or
for?
whatever is compounded. Yeah, interest is compounded per year. So you have to know a few specific words. So if interest is compounded annually, how many times per year?
Once.
Once per year.
No.
If it's compounded
I thought it was
annually,
Two.
semi's half, so twice a year. So halfway through the year, you would have a payment as well. So that would be 2 times. So this is what N would equal. Would be these numbers.
Is that a quarterly one?
Yes, quarterly. Is that-
4.
Quarterly would be 4 times per year.
Is there 16thly?
No, but there's monthly.
Oh.
12.
I mean, I guess you could also have daily, but I don't think we're gonna work.
Oh.
Oh, let's do weekly.
Monthly would be 12.
What if it's a leap year?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay, so these are the numbers that you'll possibly use for N, okay? So that's the only thing you have to add on is the N when you see compound interest. So if it's just normal growth and decay, you use the other model. If it's compound interest, or you see the words compounded monthly, the word compounded, you're gonna use this one, okay? You just have to add one number to it. All
When
right.
was the last leap year?
Huh?
Wasn't it me next year?
2020, I thought.
Was last
What
year?
does that
Oh,
exactly
we're a leap
mean?
year?
What does that mean again?
It means you have like one extra day. or
Yeah,
something.
you have February 29th.
Cause it's something
Yeah, I
with
actually wanted to look
planets.
up.
That sucks. What
Snapchat
about
has
the
this
people
have their
AI
birthday?
If you're born,
I think
it's
once
so
every 4
dumb.
years.
You just like
So
say
you have
something.
to-
Yeah,
If you're
just
born on
like-
February
People
26th.
Yeah,
who
like,
are-
like I'll send like a
have their
picture of like
birthday.
shoes or something. It's
How
like
do you
I
Yep.
really like those shoes.
today?
It's
I don't
super
understand.
weird. And now I'm
It's
just like
something
jacking
about
with
how-
it.
Same thing with
and
daylight
trying to like
savings
make
So
it
how do people
accept
celebrate
Jesus.
their birthdays?
They don't.
Like they,
You're
They just have it on the 28th?
Bella, it's a rare fact that on a
Yeah.
leap year, if you're born on a leap day, you age 4 times slower because you only get birthday.
Oh, the
once.
cameos?
That's
Yeah,
cool.
on Snapchat.
But you're still.
Wait
Wait a minute.
You actually believe that?
You're still growing every year.
No,
It's
no,
a joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a joke.
Dang it,
What? That doesn't
Jade,
make
okay.
doesn't make
Yeah.
human
The fact
sense.
that like 3 of y'all believe that,
Yeah,
that's
some
crazy,
crazy
bro.
I was like, wait a minute, that don't make
No,
no
they
sense.
just put
all
the
right,
birthday back
last
to this one.
problem, guys, last one, hang in there. All right,
This
very
is
last
so
one. We're gonna do, I only have time to do one example of each of
Good.
these. All right, you deposit,
Just kidding.
you deposit $9,000 in an account that pays 1.46% annual interest.
once a year.
Yes. And then find the balance after 3 years when the interest is compounded quarterly. Okay?
Ooh.
So this, what is 9,000? Which letter is 9,000 in the formula?
P.
P, it's your principal, it's the starting amount. Alright, and then what is this percentage?
Your rate.
Your rate, and then how do we change it to decimal?
You move the decimal.
Point
0.0146, okay? That's your R. And then, what is N?
How many
30.
times is compounded?
Yes.
So 1. Wait,
Four.
wait, quarterly.
Yeah, the
Quarterly.
annual thing in this right here, that's not part of this, but it says compounded quarterly.
So 4, and then if it's 3 is 2, that'd be a total of 12.
So Y equals
What's interest?
9,000 times 1 plus R, 0.0146, divided by N, raised to the NT. Now T is the thing that you can plug in different amounts for and figure out how much you have in your account after so many years. So this is asking us to plug in 3 for T, so 3, after 3 years, how much do you have? So Y equals 9,000 times whatever that is.
A number.
Let's see.
Wait, what is 4? That divided by 4 is 0.0365.
Question, is interest always 1?
Interest?
I mean, what is I?
there is no I.
It's just a one.
It's just a
This is a
constant.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
$9,402.
So this is 1.0035.
3665.
This is 12
Yeah, that's kind of reducing.
times 9,000. You'll get about $9,402
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
21 cents. And it's money, so you round to the nearest hundred.
Period.
So that's how much you would have in your account after 3 years. That's decent.
So is the whole like annual interest part irrelevant?
Yeah, that part I just,
What if it said like quarterly or?
well, it will say that somewhere else. Unless it just says annually,
Okay.
then your N would be 1. But if you see this, it's this right here, the compounded.
What if the part where it says annual interest doesn't say annual interest? Like it says quarterly or semi-annually or whatever it is.
Can this go straight up?
I think
This is
that
a
happened.
freaking food from
No,
children.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's saying that every year it pays this, but it takes, I think what it's meaning by compounded, right, is it's taking the interest of how much you have. So like it adds that interest and then at the quarter, it's like,
an hour
okay,
and a
now you
half.
have
Load
like
'em up,
9,000
load 'em up.
and like $50. And we take interest on that.
Is it
And
load
then
'em
the
up?
next quarter, we add in, like, you know, it's like
Yeah.
snowballing.
I need to enter my stuff in.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't get all the food. I was gonna be like, you didn't enter all that food.
No, I didn't get it.
Alright,
I
I'm
was
gonna give
like,
you your assignment.
yes to one girl, and it was because I was being nice.
Everything will convert. Except, Jesus.
I'm so mean. I'm still in the
Just walk in there,
process of telling you
Jake,
about
this is
this.
a good lesson.
What?
This is the work that only the Holy Spirit can do.
You should
in
got the
Yeah,
C
it's
one.
AI.
You
I thought you
cannot.
helped me.
That was
I
really
write
bro.
formula
I'm about to be a Catholic and just force it on you. I'm glad you laughed at that.
David, I'm 5 sentences
Ron, do you need
deep
wrapping
still.
paper
Yeah,
or
that's
just
like
regular?
3 weeks.